What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy BT, and today we've got two products here, and we're going to see, which one works out pretty good. I mean, depending on your application, you may want to choose one over the other, but we're going to go ahead and jump right in here and see how these products perform. So first up here, we've got the Makeover Pro. This one connects via Bluetooth. This one just is, I believe it's magnetic. It goes underneath the tank. This one, as you can see from the photo here, sits in the tank. This one is from Flame King, so let's go ahead and get this unboxed. Alright, so inside here we see we got some Sonic grease. We've got the unit right here. Okay, so there's your magnets there. Alright, so and we've got this here as well. Alright, so let's see what we have here. So here are the instructions. It says we've got to download an app. Check, got it. Okay, attach the spacers to the base of your tank if needed. Alright, press and hold the sync button on the Makeover Pro. Check universal sensor for 5 to 10 seconds to awaken the sensor. Pair it with your device, and then you go ahead and you put this right here. You put this underneath the tank, and we should be able to get a reading. Alright, so for the Flame King unit here. Here is our Flame King unit. Here it is. So literally you've got, so in here you put in your batteries, close that up, you power it on. I'm guessing you pair that with your Bluetooth, and of course this is going to be weighted so that it can tell you the level in your unit here. So here is a little, so we're going to be using 2 AA's for this. So literally we're just downloading the app, adding in the batteries, and we're good to go. So pretty straightforward. So then the question becomes, how well do each of these devices actually measure the tank? So we're going to go ahead, get these set up with their apps, and get some batteries for this guy, and we're going to give it a run. All right, so to get the apps here, you're just going to download the Tank Check app for the Makeover. And for the Flame King, you're going to search for Smart Propane Scale. It says, note that 20-pound tank readings are free. If you have a 30-pound or 40-pound tank, you'll receive a free trial. Follow up by an in-app purchase of $199. So just something to note here. This will be $199 for the Flame King. I'm running a 30-pound tank, so yeah, there you have it. All right, with our scale in place, all we're going to do now is bring our propane tank over. And what I'm going to actually do is I'm going to throw this guy underneath it first. And then I'm going to put it on the scale. And then that way we can actually compare and see how accurate both of these readings will be. All right, let's jump over to the app and see what we get. Okay, so here we are in the app for the Makeover sensor. You can see it's saying 39% here. Down under additional information, you can see the temperature, the update rate. It looks like it's getting a little bit more of an accurate reading here, but 40% is what it's saying. You can also kind of calibrate the sensor if need be. And then at the bottom tells you the firmware. Then up here with the gear item, this is where you can get things set up. So we have a 30-pound tank. Everything else is set up the way it needs to be. It actually has an alarm threshold. That's pretty neat. So you can make sure that you replace it before it runs out. So now when we run over to this app, this is where things get interesting, because based off of the Flame King weighted scale, it's saying there's 58% propane left in, which is going to give us an estimated running time of about 12 hours and 45 minutes. So the question will become, which one is more accurate? Because if we bring in a full 30-pound propane tank, it will be interesting to see what these numbers look like. So stay tuned. So after doing a quick sensor recalibration here, we are getting a reading of, it's fluctuating between 40 and 41%. So it looks like we can take that as the number for our testing and go from there. So again, we're going to bring in a full 30-pound tank and see exactly what it reads. All right, so now we are hooked up with a 100-pound tank, and as you can see, this one is reading at 100%. So it, I guess this one is fairly accurate because this tank was recently filled. Not a lot of propane was even used out of it, so feel pretty comfortable with the reading there. It's accurate on a 100-pound tank. So we're going to still go ahead and get that 30-pound tank and see how that does. All right, so here we have a full 30-pound tank. We're on the Flame King, and you can see it's reading 80%, which is interesting. And then if I flip over to the Mopica, is reading 100%. So this is quite interesting. So here you have a side-by-side comparison. Again, 100% on the Mopica and 80% on the Flame King. Now, the Flame King, you can't even really use it in the RV in its current setup because of the small proximity of the space and how the tanks sit in the space where they are. I'll show you that outside in a minute. But yeah, so it looks like I'm going to go with the Mopica on this one as far as for the use of RV. Now, if you're using this outside for a grill or something like that, the Flame King will probably do just fine. But for the purpose of the RV, I think I'm going to have to go with the Mopica on this. So as you can see here, there's really not enough space to even use the Flame King, but you can use the Mopica under here with no issues. This was also the location of where I installed the Mopica on the 100-pound tank. All right, so today we showed you how to set up the Mopica Pro. We showed you how to set up the Flame King, get everything installed, set up. I shared with you my thoughts around applications for this versus that. Now, this can be universal. You can use it on anything. I did hook it up to my 100-pound tank, and it looks like I got a pretty good reading, and that was at an outdoor location. This is literally for, like, you just want to know the level without having to shake it and figure out what it is. I think this is a good application for like residential use on the porch or what have you, or if you just want to check the level with this scale. But I'm definitely going to have to go with the Mopica Pro on this one. I think this battle is won by the Mopica Pro, so I will leave a link in the description for either of these products if you're interested. But I think that's a wrap for this video. It's your boy BT. Thank you for checking out this video, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.